So the Whiskey Burn this week is all about a tasting. Because this week and last week I have been prepping for a whiskey tasting event that I'm hosting. So next Friday, make sure you tune in because it's all about the whiskey tasting event that I'm hosting. I'll be discussing how you prep for it, what prep's involved, and then I'll be putting snippets of the evening in. So that's next week. But right now, back to me in my old place doing the Tamnavulin Double Cask tasting. Welcome to the Whiskey Burn. My name's Jay and this is my Whiskey Den. This week on the Whiskey Burn we've got a beautiful taster for you. The Tamnavulin Double Cask. So this week we've got another tasting and this time it's the Tamnavulin Double Cask. They brought out quite a few in this sort of range. They've got a white wine, a red wine, sherry, French, I don't want to say French Sauvignon or French Cabernet. I think it's the French Cabernet. And so far, I've liked all of them. I'm not just saying that, they're affordable, decent whiskey. This is from Speyside, where there is the smallest area with the most amount of distilleries. So what are we expecting from the Tamnavulin? Well, it says here, I'll read it, I'll show you it first. There you go, Tamnavulin Double Cask, not been opened yet. So, Speyside single malt, Scotch whiskey. Speyside, I'm expecting something a bit fruity, a bit sweet. Especially, it's been an American oak barrel and a sherry cask finish. Now, if you remember, I did an Arbor-Lauer. Apparently, I got corrected on that. I said Arbor-Law, it's Arbor-Lauer. I did the Arbor-Lauer tasting a bit ago. And I tell you something, that had the same thing. It was the Arbor-Lauer 14-year-old American oak and sherry cask. Now, I don't think this for a second has been in 14 years worth of barrels, but who knows. Read you the back. So, double cask matured for a classic Speyside taste. Fair enough. Rich, smooth and mellow. The distillery at Tamnavulin was opened 1966 on the banks of the River Livet, deep in the heart of Speyside. The most celebrated whiskey producing region in Scotland, probably because it's the most amount of distilleries in that area in Scotland. Amber gold in colour, this rich, elegant Speyside single malt whiskey has hints of sweet toffee, honey, marzipan on the nose, refreshing pineapple, pear and subtle citrus notes on the palate. Now, I said I've had the red wine and the white wine version of this. This is probably about as deep as the red goes, I would say. Obviously, the white wine one was a lighter colour, but you know that's quite dark. That's pretty dark. So I'm excited to see what we get from this. So yeah, I mean, it says individual batch number 0308, and I will be adding this to my tasting notebook. So let's get into it. Here we go. This is where I embarrass myself, and I can't get the lid off because I don't have any nails. But who knows? But winner. Here we go. So, according to the bottle, I'm expecting hints of sweet toffee, honey, and marzipan. Now, anyone who knows me and has followed the Whiskey Burn knows that sweetness is my sort of Achilles heel, shall we say. I love the sweetness. So much so, I've got into the Sauterne cask bottles. I think I did the Tullibardine 225. Beautiful, very sweet. Very sweet. Anyway, so we're expecting something sweet here. Sweet toffee, honey and marzipan on the nose. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Right, well, first of all, I wouldn't say I'm getting much marzipan. It's a bit sweet. It reminds me of the Glenlivet American oak. Now, don't get me wrong, before anyone says or comments, please comment. Matured in American oak, so I know it'll have that American oak smell. I'm not really getting anything sweet. I'm not really getting much of the sherry cask, or maybe the sherry cask is what's down flavoured the sweetness, perhaps. Nonetheless, Glenlivet American Oak is one of my favourites, so Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Decent splash there. I like the bottle. The aesthetics on the bottle, I think quite nice. Not sure about the colour. That colour is one of my favourite colours, like an aqua kind of colour. Don't know. I always feel like there's a lot of writing on these bottles. You know, but hey. So, here we go, the important bit, the tasting. Wow. Completely... It's... completely changed. It is so different to how it smelt out the bottle. Now, it's a clean glass. I don't put anything special in the glass, just, you know, dishwasher kind of thing. It smells clear air kind of smell, like bit of sherry, but I'm still not getting any sweet from it. I'm definitely not getting the sweet toffee and the marzipan. It says honey on there. I'm not getting that either. I'm getting sort of clear air, like fresh air kind of, and a bit of sherry. It's nice. Not what I expected. You expect when the bottle says one thing, you kind of expect to get it. However, as I always say here on the Whisky Event, it's down to your opinion. Your nose is different to everybody else's, as is your palate. So what I smell, you might not. All I can do is give you what I smell here, and that is like a blast of fresh air and not the whiskey smell, you know, that everyone goes, oh, it just smells the same. I'll just check and see what it was. It's 40% ABV, so you know, you don't get the harshness of a 50%. I'm getting more sherry on the nose than anything else. So it says on the back here, refreshing pineapple, pear, and subtle citrus notes. Let's see what we get. I feel like it's trying to be too many things. What am I feeling at? Not much on the lips, a tiny bit on the front of the tongue, top of the mouth, probably more on the top of the mouth, a short finish. Nothing. Am I getting anything there? Nope. Not a massive fan. That's not true, sorry. Not a massive fan. Out of the other Tamnavulins in that range, I would probably say the red wine cask was my favourite, especially now I've tried the double cask. There's a few more in their range. Stone and Cheswood. But the ones I've tried, I would say the red wine is my favourite. The Tamnavulin red wine cask, really nice. I might do a tasting video on that. Bit of air to it, so it's... I'd still say it's got a short finish. It's top of the mouth where you're getting the taste on this, really. A tiny bit on the front of the tongue. Anyway, wouldn't be the whiskey beer without a bit of ice. And as I've mentioned before, I only add 2 little ice cubes. That's all I do. And it does change it. It does change it. Let me know what you think of the Tamnavulin Double Cask. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Comment below. Subscribe, like, share. There you go. Ticking all the boxes now. But yeah, comment below. Let me know. I want to know what you think of the Tamnavulin Double Cask. Why not? Be great, wouldn't it? So, here we go. A bit of ice. Swirling it around, trying to get it cooled down and slightly watered up, which obviously what the ice does. And you do tend to get a different aroma and you tend to get a different taste. So, you know what? It smells a bit like Airstone. I'm not getting any I've not got any of the sweetness on this at all. And I've got a very sweet tongue. Out of that, I've got COVID. Pretty sure I don't have COVID. Tiny bit of honey. A tiny bit of honey on that. Which is nice. But I think for what the bottle says and what you get are, in my opinion, 2 different things. The nose, like I say, was sort of almost the fresh air and a bit of sherry. The nose with ice, almost nothing. Do you know what it reminds me of? You're not going to like this. A bit like the famous grouse. where I was sniffing it and I couldn't get anything. Maybe the ice has completely killed the drink, perhaps. Definitely smoother, and I'm getting a bit of honey. I'm not. All I'm feeling is the coolness as it goes in and down. That's it. So this will go down in my tasting notebook. The Tamnavulin Speyside Single Malt Double Cask Edition. I mean, pineapple, pear, subtle citrus. Pineapple, pears. I didn't get any of that. Nope. I'm getting probably more of the honey. Little kick at the back is probably... Oh, if I had to be picky, I'd say a pear. I'd say there's the nance of pear. A little bit disappointed there. I was expecting something a bit more... a little bit more kind of, you know, that, whatever that is. Yeah, there you go. That's my take on the Tamnavulin Double Cask. If you agree, great. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you disagree, give us a like, subscribe. Comment below. I want to know what you guys think of the Tamnavulin Double Cask, because I must admit, some in that other range, like the red wine, the white wine casks, are really nice. Okay? I'm not saying it's not nice. I will drink that, and it is nice. And it was about 35 quid, about 34 pounds or something like that. So it's not overly expensive, but it's not overly the cheapest. Again, there you go. So there we have it. This week, tasting Tamnavulin Double Cask. Enjoy your whiskey. Sláinte.